Let's talk that talk.
Because some of them questions were a little
Before we
sus.
talk that talk, hey, now we are officially live. You know what I mean? We had some situational sips backstage, but let me get to this lovely bio because it's quite lengthy. And this is a person that I was extremely enough to be blessed to come across on social media. And the way social media work, you can either use it to communicate or you can use it to hate. I like to communicate. But this person see the dating world from the man point of view.
Right.
She has done the following. She's the #1 female right now searched on Google for men relationship advice. Boom. She's the biggest. She has the biggest. Her biggest mention is to see as a socialize and view from a male point of view. Boom. She said she's the female Kevin Samuels. God rest his soul. Boom. This is in her own words.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And she also is a love guru. And she also does readings as well in the morning. This young lady has done it all. From the I Said What I Said channel. She's my favorite person. And I love her point of view because it is honest, it's open, and she holds people accountable for their own shit.
That's cool, man.
DJ Smoke.
What's up?
Are you ready for the journey, bro?
Let's go. Let's go.
Are you ready for the journey, beautiful?
I mean,
I'm ready. I got my shoes laced up and everything. Let's go.
Let's go.
As always, kids, on got his cup.
Hey, we all got our cup.
All right, the first question is, we're going to start with the guest. We're going to roll over to DJ Smoke, and I'm going to jump in too. First question, do you believe in friends with benefits? Oh, shit, what happened? Hey, man, technology.
Hey.
Goddamn, technology. Boy, oh, boy.
We having technical difficulties real quick, but that's
why we can't have nice things now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we can't have nice things now. You know what I mean? Oh, here we go. That's why we can't have nice things now.
It'd be like that. You know.
So man, goddamn black folks can't get it together.
Let me in. Let me back in. Let my people in.
let my people in. Let my people in.
Goddamn Zuckerberg knew we was about to start talking that ish. It said, shut it down. All right. The first question is for the guest. Do you believe in friends with benefits?
You know what? I do. And this is and it boils down to what works for the 2 or 3 or 4 or more who are involved. That's the thing. It's always up to the person to communicate thoroughly and with clarity what they want from the gate. But it also, the other person has to be in agreement. And if the other person is in agreement, or the other people are in agreement, then hey, do what you want. As long as you're not doing anything illegal or anything to hurt anybody physically or mentally. That's the way I see it. Do what you like. Okay?
DJ Smoke, do you believe in friends with benefits?
Yes, I do. And the reason I do, because sometimes you don't want all the extras. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you can still have every benefit of being in a relationship, and then at the end of the day, you know what? I go to my place, you go to your place, everything's cool, you do what you do, I do what I do. Hey, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that.
And
I
some
have no
people,
problem with that.
Yeah, I agree. And some people just aren't ready for the long term again. Some people have gotten out of relationships to where they feel like they still need time, but yet as humans, we want that physical connection. We want to go out, and have some fun. So, if it works for the other person, hey, I say do it.
To be honest, I'm going to disagree with you two because now as a married person, I could not imagine coming home after a long, stressful day to my wife and being able to melt in her arms and deliver all my problems to her. So at this point in my life, unfortunately, your uncle's all grown up, and the answer is no. But if you would have caught me a few years ago, I would have had 2 to 3 girlfriends. But right now, the answer is, unfortunately, being married and responsible.
Yeah.
No.
But I understand your answer. I understand
I
your
love my
Right.
answer.
wife now.
Right.
I really love being
Exactly.
accountable to my
He's
wife.
at that point. Like I said, you're at that point. And even so, even people that are in connections as a friend with benefits, they can also be responsible, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a good day.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm
Yeah, he tried it. He tried it. He tried it. Smoke.
No, he tried it. He tried it. But listen, now we ain't gonna do that. You know, you ain't gonna talk about us that much. Hey, listen.
Hey, at the end of the day, nobody want to be customer number 3. As I'm going through the front door, somebody else going through the back door. We got problems. See, y'all messing up.
Wait.
Listen,
No.
We gonna talk when we hook up. So if I come to the front door and Bill and DJ Smoke leaving out the back door, we got problems. But at the end of the day, we gonna have a long conversation.
Wait, who said anything about anybody going out the back door? I said it's a part of the agreements with the 2 or 3 or more gathered. We didn't say anything about lying or sneaking. We said it's okay to have that connection. Nobody see that's I don't know about you.
Yeah, see. You know, I don't know what he's talking about. You know,
As a kid, I never liked to share. So I'm not gonna share
Me neither.
my dime piece with anybody.
hey, nah, I mean, I don't like sharing either. So, you know.
Me neither.
You know, but I understand your point of view, her point of view, my point of view. It makes sense. Sometimes, if you've been through some things, and you got to go through things to understand it.
Mm.
And when you've been through some rough relationships or whatever the hell that happened in the past, you're going to think different. You're going to be like, you know what? I don't even want a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just deal with somebody that we can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she or he, you know, like on your perspective, like we, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Right?
I get where y'all coming from.
You know what I'm saying?
We can be physical and we can have fun.
For all those
What'd you say?
I said we can be physical and we can have fun. That's what a homie loving friend is. That's what a friend with benefits is.
That's where
without commitment. That's not where I'm at, but good luck to you, sir.
Hey, I'm out here having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like
I've had that before.
People
but
out there who want to have fun. CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, local liquor store, and in case of emergency, the gasoline station on your way to her house. And I heard good things about the honey pack.
Hey, I'm just saying, we want to have fun. Somebody just commented. So what's up? Who was that? Somebody just commented.
I'm not gonna do it.
No, I'm gonna do
205 we live. Welcome, hey.
205 we live. You know who that is?
I don't. It's small on my screen, so I don't know who that is.
What's up, 205 we live?
Who are you here for? Exactly. Hey.
I'm not going to
now
sweat.
Say.
So God bless you. We will read your comments sometime later, but feel free to comment, and I will come up there personally and sweat to read your comments. Number 2 on the list. How do you feel about long-term relationships? Because I'm trying to do a hookup before the end of this podcast because DJ Smoke is single. So how do you feel about long-term relationships? Because he said Cali ain't nothing but a flight.
So who you asking?
I'm asking our beautiful guest first. How do you feel about long-term relationships?
You know what? I've actually had a long-distance relationship before. So, I'm all for it. Whatever works for the 2 people, or like I said, 3 or more, where 3 more gather. Listen, I don't knock what nobody's connection is. So I have done that before, and it has been successful in a lot of ways. There is some, there are some pros and cons to it, as with every single situation, but I've done it before. So I say, if it works for the 2 people or more that are involved, then do it.
DJ Smoke, how do you feel about long-term relationships?
I'm totally with it. Listen.
Wait. Did he say long distance or long-term, Smoke?
Well, long distance. I'm sorry, long distance relationships.
Okay, don't see. I'm gonna have to have you nudge him a little bit.
I would do long distance. Yeah. You asked me how I feel about it.
Yeah,
So long distance, I don't see a problem
You
with it.
willing to fly back out to Cali?
I'm coming out there. I'll be out there.
You
I'll
put
be
up
out
the
there.
Cali.
You know, no, but I don't see a problem though. Honestly, I don't see a problem with long distance relationships. I mean, sometimes in the city you live in or the state, whatever, you just be like, man, I'm exhausted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me try something
And
different.
right, and geographical location really does play a part in a role because for me, I only specifically date black men, and I don't live in an area where there's a lot of black men. And besides that, the ones that do live here, I know because I grew up here. So there is that where and I've talked to other people where, as far as geographical location,
I
it
can see
can put a dampering on things sometimes. Hey, Mac Bean, welcome. Hey, folks.
Okay, see, so
No
she can
long
see too.
distance.
Okay, all right, tap
Don't
in,
do it.
tap in.
Trust
I
me,
see
been there,
everybody
done
tapping
that.
in. What you say, Mac B tapping in. 205 just responded, and
We
we gonna
appreciate
tap
y'all.
in on the responses. They say none. No,
Yeah.
no long distance. Don't do it. Oh, okay. Oh, so 205 said we're not doing long distance. That's what 205
Yeah.
said.
Right. Okay. So in my opinion,
And I agree
to that,
with
to the
205 because at the end of the day, there's nothing more refreshing to if you had some bullshit go on in your personal life that you can come home and like someone can be like, it's okay. And you can look in their eyes and know it's okay. So to me, there's nothing more refreshing than actually coming home and look at someone in their face. I can't do FaceTime. I can't do a phone call when the shit has hit the fan.
And I understand and I agree to a certain extent, but I will say
see
this:
that shit right there?
sometimes what happens is people will have those connections, but then one of them already has, notions to move out to that area. So, it's different strokes for different folks. But also for me, I would have to still be able to see my person at least 2 or 3 times a month because I like physical touch and I like quality time. So because those are 2 of my biggest love languages, it has to be able to work simultaneously with that person. So I respect both sides.
Next question, which is a great question. What are you looking for in your next relationship?
I'll go first. He has to be attentive. He has to be positive. He has to have a lot of patience because I'm a lot, and also I'm about to get my show, and so I have to stay focused. He has to be supportive. He has to be encouraging. Yeah, he has to have a positive mindset first and foremost, and a good sense of humor. I love to laugh. I'm always laughing. So, there has to be a balance in that way.
DJ Smoke, what are you looking for in your next relationship?
It's funny you said that. What's good, Chad? I see Chad just tapped in. But
that's my boy Chad.
You know what? I could piggyback on what you said because I'm a lot, and a lot of people say I'm a lot, and I know I am. Because I be doing too much. So it's hard. If I was a female, I would look at me like, man, he's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I be everywhere. But I'm focused though. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got so many things you're trying to do in life and businesses, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Come on.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, that's why.
And especially especially when you're in the middle of building your empire. Like nothing when you're focus driven, you're not going to let anything come in between that. So right. We here.
Yeah, see, we here. See, and so
I want my boo to be on the sidelines cheering for me. Like he has to, and that's the other thing. He has to have confidence because the line of work that I'm in, I'm always going to be around people. People are always going to be tugging and pulling on me. So he has to have confidence enough to know, like, I got to support her, I got to encourage her, I got to uplift her, and if she falls, I got to be there to catch her.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I feel you.
On my behalf, Lord willing, Lord willing, put your hands on my relationship. I hope there's never another relationship for me because at the end of the day, I ran into a game ender. So there is no other relationship for me. It is over.
I love that.
The game is coming to an end.
Smoke, why you laughing?
So the game has came to an end. So therefore, there is no other relationship for me. But if there is no but. The game is over. I'm going to be with my wife for the rest of my life. But my next journey
Blessings
in
to
life,
y'all.
I would like to be a better human being than the person I was
Ooh,
yesterday. And I would
love
like
that.
to be
I
a
love
better
that.
husband, as always, to my wife. My next goal is to be the best husband I could be to my wife. And that's whatever she needs me to do to be a better person. But as far as relationships, this is it. Michael Jackson tour.
Well, listen, I'm
This
on
is it.
I'm on a different tour.
You on a whole new level, bro.
We out here. You know what I'm saying? That's my tour.
He out here. Uh-oh.
At this point, you got the dude who's married, and you got the dude who's right now currently for the streets.
He's for the streets?
My
Oh,
next
Lord
tour
help.
is going to be called For the Streets. You know? Hey, I'm for the streets, but not
I
for
ain't
the
going
streets,
on that
but in
one.
the streets. If that makes a difference.
Next question is, what are your turn-ons and turn-offs? What are your turn-ons and turn-offs, my love?
Turn-ons. Someone with confidence. Someone. Again, it goes back to this. Someone with confidence. Someone with a positive mindset. Someone that knows what they want. And I understand, sometimes we're indecisive. We need to make decisions, but like you need to figure out what you want in life. Someone that pays close attention. Someone that pays close attention, because for me, it's like I'm always like I'm attentive to my person. So before you need something, I already sent it to you. Before you need something, I'm already doing that for you. So I have to have someone that's super attentive. I love a man with strong hands, eyes, nice smile. If he's bow-legged, that's yeah. So there's physical attributes, and there's also psychological, mental attributes. But yeah, a good listener, someone that is assertive and doesn't follow the way of the world, because I'm an outside thinker. I will never go along with what society says or does. Like I like to do research and think for myself. So it has to be someone that is super assertive as well.
DJ Smoke, what are your turn-ons and turn-offs?
Turn off. So I'm about to go all the way there. So when a woman thinks that I'm supposed to pay for everything every time we go out, that is
talk
most
your
different.
talk, bro.
That is
Talk
most,
your talk.
I hate that.
Please say
Talk
that.
your talk, King. Talk your talk.
I hate that shit. Like, I don't have a problem, like, making sure, whoever I'm dealing with good. But every time, nah, we not doing that. Not in 2023, we not doing that. Like, no. You're not going to have me broke. And then, what did I do it for? Especially if it don't work out. I mean, you got to look at the big picture. I spent all my money trying to make sure this woman is happy. I got a daughter. That's the only woman that should be happy. No, let me say it a different way. That's the most important woman that should be happy.
Talk your talk, King.
You know what I'm saying? So to get back to so I was talking about turn off. So
yes.
turn off. Okay, is a woman that want to pay for some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like if I ask you out, I'm like, yo, let's go out. I'm not expecting no money from you and all that. I'm like, yo, let's go out for a nice little date or whatever. I'm gonna take you here, yada yada yada. And then when the bill comes, you be like, you know what? I got this. You think that ain't gonna turn me on? Oh man!
Come on.
What?
No, and you know what? I'm a firm believer in that. I have paid for dates before. I have offered to pay for me. Like I have paid for full dates before. Like, and I don't believe that that's a wrong thing to do. I believe that women should step up and do that type of thing. And I also believe that because a lot of the times what they'll do is going out on a date, they'll put the weight on you guys like, oh, what do you want to do? Or you need to plan the date. How about y'all plan it together? Or how about, you know what, if you're comfortable with it, let me plan it. So that's the thing where a lot of women nowadays, they think that a man is supposed to pay for everything. They think the man is supposed to plan everything and take care of them in different ways. Some of them think that even during the dating phase, you're supposed to pay bills. No, girl, go sit down. Get the fuck out of here.
That's a fact.
At this level of the game, speaking for us people who are on the sidelines of the fence of being single,
Yeah.
my turn-offs right now are when someone is over aggressive to the point you just like, you need to chill.
Mm.
But
Yep.
my turn-ons
Ooh.
are when my spouse let me know that they truly care about me and miss me.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest
That's dope.
turn on for a man who's
That's
say,
dope.
hey, I'm going to take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
And that person say to you,
Yeah.
you make me feel safe. That's the biggest turn on to me right now.
Now, let me pick about
You
it.
know
You
what
I
I'm-
left something out.
Okay, you go ahead. You go ahead, and then I'll go. Unless
Okay.
you want me to go first.
Go back to the turnoffs. Because I was like, I left something out. A woman that has a dirty ass house.
Ooh! God, talk your talk, King.
You got a dirty ass house, don't invite me.
So invite.
Do not
Invite my friend.
Do not invite me. You know, because I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna say something. That's it.
He gonna point out that roach, girl.
Yeah.
I seen him coming out of the door cabinet
Bro.
on the right side.
Can I do a sideline conversation real quick? Can I live my truth real quick?
Yeah.
Sideline conversation for all those who listening. Your uncle used to be a hood dude, and I went to a chick house, and when I finished having my activities with that young lady, I flicked on the bathroom light, and all I saw was a sink full of roaches. Automatic turn off. I ain't coming back again. I'm good.
That's why I said that. Like,
I'm
that's why I
good.
said that. Like, really, right?
Okay, and then like, no, that's crazy. That's absurd. Like, I would have told her, girl, you better get the exterminator up in here. You better call the orchid man. Where is the green leaf giant? Girl, you didn't get it. we need.
I swear to
Yeah.
God, when I left the joint, I was itching all the way home. I was flicking roaches off of my leg on the drive.
Where's
home.
Mr. Clean? Molly Mates?
And immediately
Hello,
I jumped
Molly
in like
Mays?
a hot, steamy shower. Boy.
No, but you know what?
That's all I can say.
You
Next
know another
question,
turn off-
which is a spicy
can I-
one. Hopefully, we're going to be honest and open about our truths. What is off limits in the bedroom? My love, what is off limits in the bedroom when things are getting hot and spicy? What are your
You know what?
sexual limits?
Honestly, I haven't met any yet. Honestly, I haven't met any yet. And this is the thing. Because I have found a certain freedom when it comes to physicalities, if you will, there hasn't been anything as far as me and my partner, there has never been anything that's been put to the table. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I also believe that because of the work that I've done on myself, I see things differently now. And so, like, I feel like everybody has to come to a point where, like, we're adults. You need to learn how to be sexually free.
Yeah. I agree.
So I'm going to say there's nothing that has come up thus far that I'm not willing to do when it comes to my partner.
That's cool.
I'm doing it all.
I'm booking
And I
my
wouldn't
flight
name
next
specifics,
week.
but we're going to keep this G4. We're going to keep this PG-13 tonight because the sex guru is not. We're not letting her out really tonight like that.
All right, so
I'll
I'm
run
booking my
everybody
flight
up out of
next
here.
week.
Either they'll all come in.
Did you hear me? Did
What's
you hear
that?
what I just said? I'm booking my
What
flight
did
next
you
week.
say? Oh, you coming to Cal next week? We got flood warnings. I'm just saying.
DJ Smoke, what is off limits in the bedroom?
Nothing is off limits. No, for me, now I'm gonna be real. Don't touch my area, my butthole. No, we're not doing that. Can't touch my butthole. Like, I just can't do that. Anything else but yeah, not because I'm gonna feel some kind of way. So, no.
Well, I would listen. I would just encourage you to be a little bit more open. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I said, this is PG-13 tonight.
No, ma'am, this is Unpacked Radio. We keep it real.
I would just encourage you to keep an open mind about that.
Yeah, we keep it open minded. Unpacked Radio. We unpack the issue here.
So, when you say that, what would you be doing?
Hey, man, that's a personal
Yeah,
conversation.
I mean,
That's too real. That's too real.
Let's unpack the
Too
issue.
real. I'm just going to say this from the other side of the fence. It says in the Holy Word that the bedroom is never defiled when a husband and a wife is one in the flesh. So whatever goes in that bedroom between a husband and a wife is never against the eyes of God. I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna mind my business after that one.
Yes, and besides that, a lot of times the way, and I respect the way you feel, Smoke, but at the same time, a lot of the reasons why we tend to sway along those lines when we say things like that, it's because of the societal views that has labeled things as, oh, that's homo, that's, and I, like I said, I preface this with, I don't follow the ways of society. Society can't rule my household, and society definitely can't rule my bedroom. So therefore, I'm just encouraging you, Smoke, to be more open-minded when it comes to that. It could be the best experience. It could literally be the best experience of your life.
Yes.
Like, for real.
Let
Something
her
that'll have you hooping, hollering, and climbing all over the bed.
Can I answer this?
It could be one of the best experiences of your life. I promise you.
All right.
Goddamn.
So you're gonna pick me up from the LAX? You know what I'm saying?
I don't live towards LA. I live towards the Bay Area, like San Francisco, Sacramento. Like I am. Yeah.
I know about the Bay.
Yeah, DJ Smoke.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I know about the Bay. So you in Frisco or where you at?
We had those conversations.
Yeah, nah.
We got too many people around the world.
Be sitting out. We talking about something else. We talking about something else.
You got too many people around the world. We got like.
No, I'm interested now. Now I want to know what it feels like.
Look, his spidey senses are going up now.
I want to know what
his
it feels like.
spidey senses are going up.
Like, how does it feel?
I'm telling you, it'd be the high pitch. It'd be the high pitch and climbing all off the walls. Like, okay.
Hey, nah, it's all good.
Look, if you don't sit your ass down.
So I'm gonna go off strip for this one. Recently, I saw a TikTok where my man got put to sleep for standing up for his woman. So my question is, for both of you and myself and the guests, when do you know it's actually time to step in for your woman or man talking some ish and they cannot back up? And now you got to step in and possibly get put to sleep because that other person got some hands that you don't got. So when do you know when it's time to step in with your man talking trash?
For me, I'm a watchman.
Back it up, and now you gotta go night night.
For me, I'm a watchman, so I'm always paying attention to the surroundings. My head is always on swivel. I'm always I know what's gonna happen before it happens. So if I even sense something, then I'm on alert in the first place. And so are we talking about like, oh, the waiter got his order wrong? I'm gonna say something if he doesn't want to. I'm like, no, like we paid for this. Like we're not gonna send food back because that could be bad. But at the same time, if we're out in public and something happens, like and I feel like it's getting out of hand, and I feel like he needs help, then I'm a carrier. I'm a carrier. So and I got hands. So if I can't handle it with my hands, I do carry. So I'm a protector at all costs. It ain't nothing gonna happen to mine. Not on my watch.
Mm.
I carry. I tote heavy. I'm just saying.
DJ Smoke.
He not catching the flight no more.
So for me, you know what I'm saying? You asked me.
You out with Miss California. Her ex-boyfriend roll up and said, I still love you. You say, hey, bro, I'm on a date with her. He said, little short nigga, shut the fuck up. What you gonna do? You gonna give him those hands, or you gonna mind your business? Because he may put you to sleep. What you gonna do, DJ Smoke?
We gonna go.
We gonna go?
We gonna
You
go.
gotta give him that face.
Yeah, we gonna go.
You know, Smoke ain't no punk. Smoke ain't no punk.
So I got Smoke fan. That's what I'm talking about. We gonna go. We going. We going.
His name ain't Smoke for nothing.
Yeah, I want all the smoke. All of it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we going.
All right, I'm going to deliver my truth. I'm going to deliver my truth.
What's your truth?
My truth is, before you jump out there, sir or ma'am, I want you to remember that I'm a federal officer who's certified to carry a 2A. I have to pass a federal government gun test every 6 months to keep my job. And just for shits and giggles, I'm also a USPA powerlifting champion. I have medals for being fucking strong as fuck. And I used to play football, and I'm an NCAA champion in wrestling. So if you want these hands, I swear to God, you're not going to survive if you fuck with my family. I'm leaving it at that. I'm leaving it at that. One of us got to die.
End of story.
And it won't be me. End of story. That's my story, right? I'm letting it be known. I'm giving you the resume, so you still jump out there after the resume.
That's on you.
That's how it is.
And last I checked, I'm 230, 235. It's not an optical illusion. It's just all me.
Hey, that's how I go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Next question. Man, this is a good one because I've seen this so much on TikTok. Would you date someone who make less money than you? And we just now found out Gabby cheated on her husband because allegedly he wasn't making enough bank, and she was like, I can do what I want to do because I got the money, baby. So would you date someone who makes less money than you? Their bank is not working out. Things are difficult. They just now lost their job, and they need you to support the family. Would you date that person?
I would, and I have. Yeah, absolutely. I don't see a problem with that. I don't see a problem with that. And it also does depend on the connection, the longevity, and the way it looks between the two people. But yes, absolutely, I would. And she was dead wrong for doing that. I'm just saying, yeah, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. Unacceptable. Just because you make a certain amount of money, or just because you have a certain career, just because you have a certain status and clout, you're gonna sit there and take advantage. And no. And you always, this is one of the number one things I always talk about, you guys. Always keep your integrity and always hold up your good character. Never step out of a connection. I don't care whether it's a committed relationship or whether you're married. Never step out of that. Keep your integrity. Integrity first, for real.
Chosen on me.
DJ Smoke, baby. What you gonna do, baby? You gonna date that girl who worked at Wendy's for shits and giggles?
Yeah. I mean, why not? Yes, yes, because everybody got to come up. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah, everybody has to come up. And then if you look down on people that's trying to do what they got to do, they hustling and all that. I mean, I'm hustling. I'm out here. I'm in these streets. You know, I mean, I'm kind of mid-successful, however you want to look at it. But I'm not where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So what the hell I look like looking down on somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yeah. I'll take that Wendy's worker. Because what I'm going to do with that Wendy's worker, okay, you used to making this, you used to doing this, so that means you used to hard work. We going to build together. We're going to go all the way up. That's how you do it.
Can you bring me back a chili? Can you bring me back a chili with no cheese and no onions and a chicken wrap? Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm saying.
To be honest, I totally agree with both of you guys because I had it on both sides of the fence when I dated someone who wasn't making a lot of money. And I was like, let me give you a skill that you can provide for yourself and we can get this bag together. And now I'm currently married to someone who's making way more money than me, and she still loves me for me. So I get to see the aspects of those relationships when you're not doing so well and that person say, hey, you're not doing good now, but we're gonna ride this out together. So I like
Come
what
on,
y'all
come
saying
on.
right now.
You gotta ride that wave.
Yeah, I like what y'all saying right now. I love this.
You know what? Honestly, I don't want nobody that's balling or millionaire or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want that. Because what's gonna happen is, let's say 6 months down the line, we've been chilling, we've been doing what we gotta do. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna start bragging and talking that shit like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that got the money. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna start talking down to you.
So she'll pull the gap on you and start sleeping with people in your bed.
That's what I'm saying.
So you go outside and wait on the front porch.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They do it. Am I
wrong? Some of them do. Absolutely. Some of them do. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not saying all. I'm just saying 50-50. We're going to say 50-50.
And right. And that's another thing where, nowadays that society has tried to pit women over you guys. And it's like, oh, if you make a certain amount of money or you have a certain career or you have a certain status, then, you're over him. You can treat him any kind of way. And that's bullshit. So, yeah, like I totally understand where you're coming from. Absolutely.
All right. This is a good question for both of you and including myself. Do you still believe in love?
Absolutely. You know what, you guys, no matter what has happened to me, and I was with the same person for over 23 years. So, and it wasn't all peachy keen. Let's just say that there were certain things that went on against me and my kids, and it just wasn't peachy keen. But also, I have taken responsibility for my portion. I was young. We were both young. I was unhealed. I had to work through some stuff. And so as much as there was a lot of things that happened on his part towards us in the home, I understand that he had a hard upbringing. And I'm not saying that as an excuse, but we have to also take into accountability what someone has gone through and things of that nature. And so if anybody, listen, this is the thing, you guys, if anybody could bash men or be against men, it could be me. Like, if you guys really heard my story, like, you'd be like, oh, how the hell does she support men? But that's the thing. Like, I did my work after I got my divorce, and I went through my stuff and I dug my shit out and I got over what I needed to get over. And my heart is always going to be open to love because I know that love still exists.
DJ Smoke, do you still believe in love, baby?
Yeah. So, I mean, my story is similar to hers. Yeah, it's like, you go through a divorce. I mean, that's a lot. I went through it. That shit is a lot. But do I believe in love? Yeah. Do I think I will find it again? Yes. Right now, am I looking for it? Hell no. But what I'm saying? No. But what I'm saying?
You don't have to be looking for it. It's gonna find you anyway. The right person gonna come along. It's gonna find you anyway.
To me, but
it's gonna be this year, just so you know.
I went through so much. So you put in 23 years, so you the OG. You got 23 years. I had 10, 11 years. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of time. But yeah, to get back to the point, yes, I think love exists. I would like to find the right love, though. Let me say that correctly. Yeah. The right love.
Come on.
You see, she feel me on that. The right love.
Yep. Yep.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? I need somebody that I really want to be with.
Right. Genuine and genuine and raw and
love, not money. Love.
Yeah. Come on. I love it.
Oh, I'm preaching today. Come on, man. Hey. I'm asking for my times after the show, man. Yeah, bro.
Your times is over.
You are. This is way better than you were on Friday. I give you credit. You are on 10 toes down on top of it. To be honest, special announcement. Mm-hmm. I not only still believe in love, I believe in love so much at next anniversary that me and Kim are going to get remarried again. And my best friend is going to DJ. So therefore, not only do I still believe in love, but we're going to do it again. And all my nephews are going to be there to stand with me as I marry my beautiful wife.
I got
so not only congratulations.
Yeah, I ain't know this.
Hey man,
we live
about it. And I'm dropping
it. He loud, ain't he? Smoke.
I'm so much in love, I cannot imagine my life without this woman at this point in
I
my
love
career.
to hear it. I love to hear it.
And this is a
That's
whole
dope.
different person than the person I was just 2 years ago.
I got you.
Come on.
That's love.
That is love.
That's love.
I mean, I've been knowing
I
him for a
commend
minute.
you. I'm
Love
proud of
ain't
you.
miracles happen.
Yeah. So, I know
Love ain't miracles
I know
happen.
what you're talking about. So, I mean, but back to answer you, yeah, it just you know when you know if you find that person, you're like, you know what, yeah, I've been through it. I'm out, man. This is what I was gonna post, and I'm still gonna do this shit. Dating. Now we in another year. Dating in 2023. That shit is totally different. Is it not different?
Yep, it's way different.
It is different.
It's way different. The expectations,
right.
You know, as far as like even who pays for the date, what the date looks like. Some women won't even go out with you unless you're making a certain amount. They want to know how much money you're making before they even know if you're mentally stable.
I'm glad you said that. Like, I've been interviewed. I feel like I'm in an interview.
Yes. No, it's an interrogation. It's an interrogation.
I've been interrogated a lot. I've been interrogated a lot. And then because I'll be trying to tell them what I'm doing, I do it on purpose to see if they really like me. So I'm like, I don't even tell them what I got going on, nothing. I just act like I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can meet you here. But I do that to see, do you really like me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've heard of people doing that, but also when you're doing that, make sure no matter what, you still tell the truth, no matter what. Like, if they ask certain things, you know, you got to tell the truth because you got to keep your integrity. And if you feel like upon their answers, like they're either riding with you or they're choosing not to, then you feel me? Like, yeah.
You most definitely think like a dude.
Hey, here's the bio. The female Kevin Samuels, baby.
And you know what? For the record, I didn't label myself that.
Like,
this is my followers.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna just sit here because I'm trying to be cool and calm and collected. Like, nah, I'm gonna have to be a man and just talk my talk. You know what I'm saying? And show you what I really got, what I'm doing. But I'm not that type of person. But sometimes certain females bring it out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
I gotta do it.
Understand.
Like, I don't even feel like I should have to do that.
I
But we in 2023, so I gotta do it.
Facts, bro.
I understand.
Yeah.
Facts.
Whatever.
I totally agree with everything
you know what I'm saying?
Right
like, if that's what we doing, then let's do it.
I totally agree with everything you're saying right now.
You know, like, now, but you know what I find myself, and I don't know about you.
Talk your talk, DJ Smoke. You on fire today. Talk your talk.
I'm on fire today. Oh, am I on fire today? I didn't know that. Okay,
the floor is yours.
ABA Jam. He's on fire.
Hey.
You know, females, man. No disrespect, you know, but the ones I'm wanting to hear.
Listen.
You know, they just these independent women that I run into. I find myself, they be trying to compete with me. What the fuck is up with that? Why?
Like, in what way? Can you elaborate on how? Can you give me 2 examples on how they try to compete, and then I'll go ahead and dive in on it.
I can tell you right now what DJ Smoke probably gonna say is either what they do for a living, or how much money they got in the bank, or what they currently driving. And that's always the case with women in the DMV. I don't know about other places, but they want to always drop down what they do for a living to try to either chump you, or how much money they got in the bank to try to chump you,
honestly,
or what they're driving to try to make you feel less than a man. Am I right, DJ?
Yeah, this is here. This is here in the DMV. I don't know what goes on out there. This is here.
Yeah. And honestly, it just boils down to the type of woman that she is and the type of mindset that she has. And so what I call it is the Meg Thee Stallion Cardi B mentality, where these women pit themselves over you guys and act like they're better because, like I was saying, it goes back to what I was saying before. They think because they have a certain career, they make a certain amount of money, they have a certain they're in a certain financial bracket, the kind of car that they drive, the price of their bag, how much their weave costs, them long ass eyelashes, Like they fit, and also what goes into it is how she looks on the outside. So a woman that feels like she's a 10 or that she's a bad bitch or she's considers herself independent or a boss bitch. Those are the type of woman that you guys are encountering, and those are all across the United States. But at the same time, it's not every woman, and there are those types in different areas. You know what I mean? And so, like, it boils down to her mindset. I don't care how much clout I got. I don't care how famous I got. I don't care how much my bag costs. And I'm never going to sit up here and think of myself as being over a man. Because at the end of the day, the way I see it is the men are the leaders. You guys should be at the forefront. I'm talking about real men here, you guys. A lot of women, when they hear me talk, they think that well, if he hits me or if he does this, if he does that. No, that's not a man. Those aren't the people that you're talking about, a male figure. I'm referring to a man when I speak. So, it boils down to the mindset that she has, honestly. Exactly. And these women are super materialistic. And at the end of the day, it boils down to the connections, because you can't any other thing, it doesn't matter. Materialistic like that, I could care less about a house, a car. Like, yes, I want security and I want protection, but at the same time, that it's not going to make me or break me. Just because I have a certain car or live in a certain house or a certain neighborhood, that doesn't say much about me as a person. Do I have integrity? Do I treat people well? Do I tell the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, y'all talking, y'all talk. All right, let me get through these rest of these questions. We got enough time to get through at least these last two.
We can
and
do
this
it.
These last two gonna be very interesting. My last one is: would you ever consider being in a poly relationship? My love, would you ever consider being in a poly relationship? You found either the man or woman of your dreams, or you found the man and the man of your dreams, and y'all all want to live together.
Right.
Or
and I've talked
let
about
me be
this
completely
on different...
correct, or the non-binary person and the non-binary person of your dreams, and you all want to live together.
Listen, if the shoe fits, okay? If the shoe fits. And I don't discriminate against anybody. But I have thought about it before. I don't believe that, I don't knock it in any type of way. Like I said, whatever worked for that couple or those 3 or 4 or 5 or 3 or more gathered, it boils down to what you prefer and what works for you. And also, I have to say this is that a lot of people think that poly relationships and poly connections are about sex, and that is at the end of the totem pole. What poly is about, it's about strength, it's about community, it's about support, it's about raising the kids in a certain manner, it's about generational wealth. All of those things come before the physical intimacy portion of it. And that's where if you're going into a poly connection or seeking a poly connection or relationship with that mindset, then you're already doing it for the wrong reasons, and you shouldn't, for that reason, have that connection, because you got it all wrong. So I am open to it. And I think that people should do what they feel is best for them.
DJ Smoke.
I totally agree with her. I mean, I can't do it. I can't do a poly relationship. I mean, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I thought about it, but I can't really do it.
And this is another thing too. To what? Were you?
Yeah,
This is another thing too, that you have to do what you feel is best for you, but also if like for me, I don't like to share. So in that sense, as much as I'm open to it, that them dynamics and that connection would have to be, it would have to be so precise and pristine. Because I really don't like to share, and I do want my person. So as much as I am not against it, it would have to be something very special and unique, because I am selfish, and I know that when I'm, man, listen, this is something that I have always said, as far as after my divorce and whatnot, when I'm with my person, it's literally like you got 3 people already anyway, because I do everything. I cook, I clean. If you have kids, I'm taking care of your kids. I'm taking care of my kids. I'm making sure you're good. I'm getting up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning if I need to. I'm fixing you a fresh lunch. I'm fixing you 3 and 4 course meals during the day. Like I make sure you got a massage. I'm a masseuse too, you guys. So I make sure like when you come in the door, everything's already done. There ain't nothing that you have to do except for come home and just be there and just be. So I know that I'm like 2 or 3 people. So my person don't have to want for nothing. Let's just say that.
My answer is simple. No. Last question, because I have to close it with something remotely crazy. And we have a female guest here. So I must ask our female guest, because I asked the brother, so I must ask the young lady, can the ass ever be too big for doggy style?
Well, I honestly feel like it depends on the package and the positioning. There, yeah. That's because there's a lot of asses out there that's huge. I'm just saying. So I don't, I feel like if it's the right position and everything, I feel like it could still work. It might slip out a whole bunch, but I'm saying I'm just saying. Let's see. I'm being realistic because I'm getting a visual. See what I'm saying? So there could be a lot of slipping out of the situation, but I mean, I feel like yeah, I'm gonna just say it can be done, but
DJ Smoke, can the ass ever be too big for doggy style?
Nah. Well, I mean, I understand what she's saying. I don't know, man. Like that's a hard question to answer. Like, I don't know. Like,
right. I mean,
like,
because
what? What was you about to say?
Because I'm just saying, like I don't know if we've ever seen the biggest ass there is on the planet, and like I don't know. I get visuals. I'm very visual. But I feel like if it's not the wrong package, but I feel like if the package isn't there for a certain, it could still boil down to angles. But yeah, that's something that we would have to see lived out. To be honest.
Uncle only got a little sip left. Let me take my last little sip. All right, kids, let your uncle put you on game. If you run into a situation like this, I need you to do the following. I need you to swing your leg over the crease that's around the leg. Swing your leg over that crease, and you grab the hand that's free, and you go to fucking work. Take it from your uncle. Works every time. The ass is never too big for doggy style. In closing, my love, what do you have to say to the people who are struggling right now to find common grounds in their relationships?
It all starts with communication. Your person has to be willing to listen to you, and you have to be willing to listen to them. It boils down to being selfless, honestly. You have to be willing to compromise. If your person isn't willing to compromise, then you guys are always going to hit. You guys are always going to have friction, but also you have to take into consideration this is the thing. A lot of people don't take into consideration the mental capacity of the other party. If that person has certain psychological, psychological, let's just say mishaps that aren't allowing them to communicate in a certain way, then you guys are going to keep on hitting it. So you got to be open-minded, and you have to know who you're dealing with. But it all starts with communication, honestly.
DJ Smoke, do you have any advice for the young people in the game?
As far as what?
Just dating in general.
Man, number one, you have to have a connection. If you don't have a connection with that person, it ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? For real. Y'all got to be mentally there. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how attractive that person is. And you be like, oh, this is the sexiest person in the world. No. Because that sexiness going to go out the window when you find out that person don't know how to handle money. That person don't know how to be this, don't know how to do that. Trust me, been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't mean nothing. So don't go off looks. Don't go off.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Do not go off looks. Because looks fade. They do. They do. They really do. So if you're going off looks, you already lost.
Yep, absolutely. I agree.
You know what, DJ Smoke?
What's up?
You just now laid down some fire. So those are the five.
I lay some fire. Okay.
Boy, you on top of it tonight. I
Yeah.
don't know what you got in the mix tonight, but whatever you got in that mix, you on top of it tonight. Please give all our guests your social media platforms and where they can find you, where they can locate you, so we can keep this going.
Yes, I am says what she wants across the board on IG, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. It says what she wants.
Hit that again, my love.
I said I am says what she wants across the board on Facebook, IG, YouTube, and TikTok. It says what she wants.
DJ Smoke, where can they find you at?
They can find me in these streets. Nah, I'm messing with you.
In all the streets, and he wants to smoke.
Nah, they can find me.
On
DJ
tour
Smoke.
in the streets.
Hey, you know.
He said he's in the streets, not the sheets.
Yeah, no, and the sheets. You know, so you can find me in the sheets too. But
He's for the streets and the sheets.
_.
That's the tour.
I'm giving them a tour. You know what I'm saying? DJ Smoke _ENT on Instagram. Don't try to find me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord help.
Yeah, you know.
You can find us both on Unpack Radio everywhere.
There we go. There we
If
go.
you want to find us on Facebook, unfortunately, you can find us on several different places because I have several different backup pages.
Mm-hmm.
You can find us on my Norris Johnson page because that's my main page. You can find me on my backup to the backup page on Jason Black, where right now everything's going crazy. And you can find us on Jason Black Jr. as a backup to the backup to the backup. But you can definitely find us on Unpack Radio everywhere. Like I said, kids, back in the day, your uncle had a shady past, but don't judge me because I'm now a different person. But the only advice I can give people is always make sure that you have some type of growth. That way you can look back on your past and be like, thank you, because I grew from that situation.
Right.
Salute.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Come on,
It's been enjoyable, and I love you for coming through, and I have an opportunity for you. I'm going to hit you
I love y'all back.
Hey,
it's been an honor.
Listen, it's been an honor. Thank you for coming through.
Absolutely.
It's been an honor.
Bye, y'all.
All right. We out.